Looks empty, doesn't it? Well, it ain't. Well, good morning, Glue Troopers. Max and Max's models here, and I got some more work done on that Pro Modeler slash Hasegawa 148 scale Stuka. And things went along okay. The model's actually a little more complicated on the front end than I expected, and getting some of the parts to align wasn't too much of a problem, but uh, one of the little gotchas is you have to install the trapeze for the bomb rack before you mount the cowling to the airframe. And while I was working on the cowling, I found that the little bomb rack tucked up nicely inside just to get out of the way so I didn't break anything. And of course, I wound up mounting it that way, so I had to pull the nose off, extend the trapeze, and put it back on. That was just oversight on my part. But there were some very minor fit issues, a few little gouges where I'd oversanded trying to get rid of some of, or used an X-Acto knife and gouged out a little bit, trying to get rid of some of the injection gates. So a little cleanup. I'd say my only thing with this Pro Modeler kit is that some of the ejection gates are a little tricky to clean up without overdoing it, removing too much styrene. But again, nothing a little glue or a little dab of putty can't cure. And also went ahead and did some of the, I guess, within the hospitals they call scut work, which is putting the wheels and bombs and things together. And the bomb's actually fairly complicated. There's a three piece tail and of course the nose cap, and then these two more L-shaped pieces that make the rear of the bomb, that make the bracing wire. So, um, I mean, not hard. It's just of course, two pieces for each of the little, I guess those are 100-pounder bombs that go on the wingtips. Also, and putting the auxiliary fuel tanks together because I'm not sure which one I'm going to use. I think I might use auxiliary fuel tanks just to look different, but I wanted to, put it all together and see how it looked. Put the wheels. Now I'll pre-paint the spats and then put the wheels in separately, but then I'll have to go back and do a little cleanup on the spats because, like every Stuka model I've ever built, they're two halves, and you have to get rid of the seam line in front. I did find out that there was an instrument panel decal I'd overlooked. I was able to install that. I had to do a little work on the cockpit anyway. I had that little brown headrest in the wrong place. So there's also some clear parts that go in the fuselage for the pilot to see between his feet so he can see the target before he dives on it. And I'm going to have to, of course, somehow tape that up when I paint it. But, it's coming together. The machine gun covers are for the wings are side specific, and so got to be careful not to get those on the wrong side. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I finally hit the point where I've got the wings and tail on and everything, and a little sanding, a little trimming, not bad, no big deal. Almost no flash. And now I've got the thing I've been dreading, and that's masking off the cockpit. And when I I decided, I'm just going to have to go. It's time to go out to the Tarbis for painting. So everything fit nicely in the box, and I've got it ready for transpo. And when I was getting ready to go out to take it out, I was like, it's late at night. I'll just take it out in the morning. So let me just take a quick peek at the big one, the big 132nd scale Revell Stuka. And I still had it and the 132nd scale Messerschmitt here in the office from when we did the live stream. I wasn't really intending on building them, but I decided to take a look at the parts for the big Stuka, and and then I realized there's only 4 runner trees, not including the clear acrylic. And by the way, I noticed that the decal sheet does not include the tail markings. Interesting. Period of when it was made. But the next thing is, oh, well, look at that. Well, there's a little flash on here. This is a pretty flashy kit. And I was like, well, but it won't just cut a few parts off. Just take a look at it. And next thing I know, I'm building the kit. And it just got out of control. Like an hour or two later, I looked up. I'm like, holy crap! I've painted the instrument panel black. I've got the cockpit assembled. I'm doing again more of the scut work. The wheels and bombs and everything are all put together. And bomb on that was just a bit of a bomb. It's going to take a little work to clean that up. But it's just a two-piece halves, and had to clamp them down pretty good too, and they didn't exactly line up perfectly. So I'm thinking, okay, there's some cleanup here, but that's why you paint the bomb black, kind of hides the mistakes. And next thing I know, I'm like, oh well, okay, oh look, this old, it has a one-piece prop, and I was thinking, that's nice because the other Stuka has a six-piece propeller. It has three separate blades, the spinner base, the spinner, and the little cap to go on the back, which, by the way, according to the instructions, you wait till the cowling, going back to the Pro Modeler kit, you wait until the cowling's completely done before you put the prop on, which turned out to be a bit of a trick because you have to somehow get way down in that deep cowling with something to hold that cap, which is a snug fit to get it on. I managed to do it, but I would recommend maybe go ahead and putting it on before you put the top piece on the cowling, give you some room to work with. And I had noticed that one of the propeller blades was missing, and I didn't think anything had fallen off the runner tree, but it had. And luckily, I still had the empty plastic bag that the parts came in. I had tossed it in the trash by my feet, but it was still had it. And sure enough, and the little bag looks empty, and I started down, hidden in a wrinkle in the corner. There's the propeller blade I was looking for. So never throw your parts bags away until the kit's completely done. So what do you know? I got two Stukas in production at the same time on different scales. So I need to get out of the tarps today and start doing some painting. I'm so overdue on all that. But first, you know what it is I have to tape up the mask off both of the greenhouse canopies. And it's just one of those things I'm kind of like, maybe tomorrow. I know. Get moving. Quit making excuses. Well, guys, that's where I'm at for today. And we will talk at you later. As always, have a wonderful day and model on.